Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Dr. Digital, and today we're going to be covering Kibble. Now, as far as I know, the system remains nearly identical to the reworked system in Ark Survival Evolved. So, let's just get started with the basics. Why make Kibble in the first place? Well, Kibble is incredibly important for a ton of reasons. First of all, Kibble is the most effective way to tame any creature, which means you get more levels on your tame dinos. They also take less time to tame, and on top of that, Kibble is needed to imprint baby dinos. You can make Kibble in either a cooking pot or an industrial cooker with some food items along with an egg and some water. There are 6 variants of Kibble, which are as follows: basic, simple, regular, superior, exceptional, and extraordinary. Now, a nice thing about Kibble is that you can actually use the higher tiers of Kibble to tame dinos that prefer the lower tiers of Kibble. This means you can essentially farm the highest tier of Kibble without producing any of the other Kibbles and tame nearly every creature in the game. So basic Kibble is crafted with an extra small egg, 5 fiber, 5 mejoberries, 10 amar berries, 10 tinto berries, and 1 cooked meat. Now keep in mind that all of these recipes require water, so you could either have an irrigated cooking pot, industrial cooker, or you could just put a canteen with water or water jars in there. So basic Kibble is liked by Dillos, Parasaurs, Phiomias, Dodos, any of those really early game tames that you wouldn't necessarily really even want Kibble for. But if you want to produce it, there you are. Simple Kibble is crafted with a small egg, 5 fiber, 5 mejoberries, 2 raw carrot, and a cooked fish meat. Some dinos that like simple Kibble are raptors, trikes, and diplocalos. Regular Kibble is crafted with a medium egg, 5 fiber, 2 long grass, 2 sava root, and 1 cooked meat jerky. Some dinos that like the regular Kibble are the Anki, the Baryonyx, or the Carno. Superior Kibble is crafted with a large egg, 5 fiber, 1 prime meat jerky, 2 citronal, 2 rare mushrooms, and 1 sap. Some dinos that like superior Kibble are the Allosaurus, the Argentavis, and the Mammoth. As you can see by going down this list of Kibble, some of the dinos require more hard to obtain resources to make the Kibble. So if you do end up making all the different kinds of Kibble, I would keep that in mind, and maybe use some of the lower tiers preferred Kibble so you don't end up wasting resources. Exceptional Kibble is crafted with an extra large egg, 5 fiber, 1 focal chili, 10 mejo berries, and a rare flower. Some dinos that like exceptional Kibble are the Bronto, the Rex, and Quetzals. And last but not least, extraordinary Kibble, which is crafted with a special egg, 5 fiber, 1 honey, 1 Lazarus chowder, and 10 mejo berries. Some dinos that like extraordinary Kibble are the Griffin, the Thyla, and Udes. Or you can just go ahead and use extraordinary Kibble to tame almost every creature in the game. Now, when I say tame almost any creature in the game, there are certain dinos that just prefer special, food. So, for example, the Mantis would just prefer woolly rhino horns or deathworm horns. Arthropleuras and some of the insect would just prefer broth of enlightenment. So it's just most things prefer Kibble, but there's a couple odd things that would just prefer something else. My personal suggestion to farm Kibble is to just mass breed Uteranus to farm the highest tier of Kibble, so you can tame all the dinos, and you don't have to, keep a bunch of space, and you don't have to farm all these miscellaneous resources to produce your Kibble. But if you do want to produce each type of Kibble, I will suggest a dino for each type. So for extra small eggs, I would go ahead and use dodos. This is because they produce a bunch of eggs. This is because dodos lay eggs on their poop interval timer instead of their egg laying timer like most other dinos. So dodos just produce an absurd amount of eggs, and they barely take up any space. So if you want to make extra small eggs, 100% go for dodos. For small eggs, I would use raptors, as they are easy to tame. Or you could actually use the Archaeopteryx. They're a little bit harder to tame, they're a little bit annoying to feed because they require something that basically no other dino requires. But they also do take up the smallest amount of space out of the small tier. Alright, so I had a little bit of problems with the furnace, like blaring volume in the background, so I'm going to try and continue from where I left off. So for medium eggs, I would use the Ichthyornis. This is because they're really small, or you could just use terror birds because they're really easy to tame. For large, I would use moss chops. This is because out of any creatures in the tier, they are way smaller than the others. And this is going to be the same for extra large, which is going to be Theres. For these two, all the dinos are pretty big, so you basically want to go with the smallest option possible. And for special eggs, we're basically just going to use the Uties, like I said before. And yeah, that basically covers what to do with Kibble, how to make it, what creatures prefer it, and I'm pretty sure this is as comprehensive as a guide as I could have, possibly made. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below and I'll answer them all. And hopefully you guys can just come back to this video whenever you need to make Kibble. And yeah, so small thing before I close out this video, I know I haven't uploaded in like a month. Work, personal stuff, you know how it is. I'm going to be trying to upload frequently again. I might start a unofficial PvE series if you guys are interested in that. And yeah, if you guys could subscribe, it'd be super nice. Every little thing helps. So if you guys could share the video, anything like that, would be awesome. I'm honestly astonished at how much, how successful my channel's been from the start. Obviously I'm not, I'm not like giant or anything like that, but a lot of overwhelming support on the videos, and I appreciate it a ton. So that's it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.